Welcome to Destinations Bound. Today we're kicking off our incredible journey in Paris. Ah, Paris. A city where every corner whispers tales of history. Every street is a canvas of architectural marvel, and the air is fragrant with the aroma of world-class cuisine. Known for its fashion, art, and a certain je ne sais quoi, Paris is a bucket list destination for many. We're here to navigate the overwhelming abundance of sights and experiences this city offers. Join us as we share our 4-day escapade in this mesmerizing city. So let's go. It's our first day in Paris. Our Parisian adventure starts with an invigorating morning. And what better way to shake off jet lag than with delightful pastries? We headed to Odette Paris, a quaint cafe known for its exquisite choux pastries. Nestled in the heart of the city, near the Notre Dame Cathedral, this charming spot offered us a taste of classic Parisian sweet treats, accompanied by rich, aromatic coffee. Each bite of their delicately crafted pastries was a small piece of culinary heaven, perfectly starting our day. With our spirits uplifted and energy replenished, we strolled to the nearby Notre Dame Cathedral. Even with the ongoing restoration, the cathedral stood majestically, a testament to its enduring architectural grandeur. We admired its Gothic beauty from the outside and browsed through informative displays that chronicled its history and the restoration efforts. This blend of a delightful culinary start at Odette Paris and the awe-inspiring visit to Notre Dame set the perfect tone for our Paris exploration. After refueling with those amazing pastries, we decided to wander through the heart of Paris. The city's tapestry is rich with history and beauty, and we found ourselves on the right bank, marveling at the grandeur of Hôtel de Ville. A little trivia for you. Did you know there's an actual cannonball stuck in the Hôtel de Sens? True story. Next, we hopped over to Ile Saint-Louis, then to the vibrant Latin Quarter. The area's history is fascinating. It got its name because students here used to speak Latin. Wandering these narrow lanes felt like stepping back in time. For lunch, we couldn't resist the allure of French crepes. Mine was a hearty combo of raclette cheese, potatoes, bacon, and sour cream. Absolutely scrumptious. As the day transitioned into evening, we found ourselves amidst the lush greenery of Luxembourg Gardens. Did you know it was originally created in the 1600s for the Luxembourg Palace? Now it's this serene public space where Parisians and tourists mingle. The highlight for us was the Medici Fountain. Such a serene spot. Then off to the Pantheon. It's amazing how it started as a church and now serves as a resting place for notable French citizens. We paid our respects to legends like Voltaire and the Curies. For dinner, we headed to La Boussole. Imagine sipping wine on a Paris street, enjoying a selection of fresh, flavorful salads, and then indulging in their signature dishes. The menu at La Boussole offers a delightful blend of French and European cuisine with a healthy twist. From savory starters to main courses that perfectly capture the essence of Parisian dining, each dish was a culinary adventure in itself. To end our night, a short walk to Rome Gelato. Trust me, their gelato is as good as any you'd find in Italy. Day 2 brought us to the artistic heart of Paris, Montmartre. This place has a unique charm. It's like a village within the city. We started at the I Love You Wall, a beautiful spot where I love you is written in over 250 languages. Then it was a climb to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica. The view from the top is postcard perfect, overlooking the entire city. The basilica's Byzantine Romanesque architecture is a sight to behold. Strolling through Montmartre's streets, you can see why artists like Monet and Picasso were drawn here. Lunch was at La Sancerre. Situated in a charming setting in Montmartre, this restaurant offers a delightful and almost magical dining experience. I decided to try their coq au vin, a classic French dish featuring chicken cooked in red wine with mushrooms and onions. It was a flavorful and traditional choice that perfectly captured the essence of French cuisine. No trip to Paris is complete without visiting the Eiffel Tower. Instead of braving the long lines, we admired it from various spots around the city. The Trocadero offered an amazing view, even though it was partly under maintenance. We found this cool spot on Rue de l'Université, where the tower is framed beautifully by classic Parisian architecture. As the sun began to set, we set up our picnic near the tower. Our spread? Baguettes, a selection of cheeses, and, of course, macarons from Pierre Hermé. Sitting there, with the Eiffel Tower lighting up the night sky, was a moment I'll never forget. After our picnic near the Eiffel Tower, we embarked on an enchanting boat ride along the River Seine. Gliding through the heart of Paris, this cruise offered us a unique vantage point of the city's landmarks. As the boat meandered under the famous bridges, we marveled at the juxtaposition of historic architecture and modern life along the riverbanks. The highlight was passing by the illuminated Notre Dame Cathedral, casting a majestic reflection on the water. This serene journey offered a moment of tranquility amidst the bustling city, allowing us to absorb the beauty of Paris from a different perspective. The gentle lap of the waves and the city lights twinkling in the dusk made this experience one we would cherish forever. Our third day was all about immersing ourselves in Paris's rich museum culture. First up, the Louvre. This place is massive, and it's easy to get lost in its endless corridors of art. We skipped the Mona Lisa this time, choosing instead to explore less crowded sections. Did you know the Louvre was originally a fortress, then a royal residence before becoming a museum? Mind-blowing, right? After the Louvre, we strolled through the Tuileries Garden. This beautifully manicured garden is a peaceful retreat right in the city's heart. Our next stop was the Domaine National du Palais Royal. Its architecture and the iconic Burin columns in the courtyard are a must-see. We wrapped up our museum day at Galerie Vivienne, one of Paris's historic covered passages. Its elegance and charm are a throwback to the Paris of yesteryears. As evening set in, we visited the Palais Garnier. Its grandeur is simply jaw-dropping. Then, a little retail therapy at Galeries Lafayette. Even if you're not into shopping, the building's architecture is worth the visit. The highlight? The rooftop view of Paris. For dinner, we discovered this cozy little spot called Le Saint-Régis. The ambiance was warm, the staff welcoming, and the food, magnifique. The duck confit and beef tartare were standout dishes. Our final day in Paris was a mix of culture and unique experiences. We started at the Musée d'Orsay, admiring its impressive collection of Impressionist and post-Impressionist masterpieces. The museum, set in a former railway station, had an architectural charm of its own. In the afternoon, we sought out a different side of Paris, its urban vineyards. Tucked away amidst the cityscape, these vineyards were an oasis of tranquility. We toured the vines, learned about urban winemaking, and enjoyed a delightful tasting session, savoring the unique flavors of Parisian wine. As evening approached, we found ourselves back in the heart of the city. We took one last leisurely stroll through the charming streets, soaking in the Parisian atmosphere. Our final dinner was in a quaint cafe near the Luxembourg Gardens. With each bite of our exquisite meal, we reminisced about the wonderful days spent here. Paris had offered us art, history, culinary delights, and hidden gems, leaving us with memories to cherish and a promise to ourselves to return. And that, my friends, was our whirlwind 4 days in Paris. We walked, we ate, we marveled, and we fell in love with this city all over again. There's still so much more to see, so many more croissants to devour, so many streets to wander. Paris, you have our hearts, and we'll surely be back. Thanks for following along on our journey. If you've been to Paris, drop your favorite spots in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We're always on the move, bringing you fresh and exciting travel destinations every week. Wishing you safe and happy travels until we meet again. Au revoir from Paris.